What's good, everyone? Today I will be showing you how to do a speed ramp effect in Final Cut Pro. So for those of you that don't know what a speed ramp is, it's essentially this effect where your footage goes from moving in normal speed or a faster speed and gradually changes to slow motion or the other way around. It's a really cool effect that you can add to your short films or videos that makes it a lot more dynamic than simply playing an entire clip in slow motion or playing an entire clip at normal speed. It really can emphasize when your footage is going into slow motion and creates sort of a frozen in time effect that can be really cool. Before we jump in, I want to ask you all to drop a like below and subscribe if you want to see more Final Cut Pro tutorials in the future. So for this effect, the only thing you really need is a clip that's shot in a higher frame rate so it can be slowed down. The clip I have here is shot in 60 frames per second, so it can be slowed down on a 24 frames per second timeline. Another thing that can help is having a clip that has a lot of motion in it, as this really emphasizes the effect. So here I just have this simple clip of a guy riding by on a bicycle. So the first thing that I like to do is click on the clip in the timeline and press Command R. This will display the speed information on top of the clip, which is really useful when you're speed ramping a lot of your different clips in Final Cut. The next thing you're going to want to do is find the frame where you want this effect to start. So I want my effect to start around here, and once you find that spot, make sure you're selected on the clip and then just press Shift B. That'll create a speed slice within your clip that we'll be using later. Then just find where you want the effect to end. So that looks good to me. And we're going to press Shift B again. So once we've done that, now we have 3 different areas of the clip that we can change the speed in. So for me, I want the beginning of this clip to be sped up. So I'm going to click on this arrow right here for the beginning part of the clip. Go to fast, and then do 8 times. That'll speed it up to 8 times the original speed. And then I want the middle of the clip, where the bicycle is in the middle of the frame, to be in slow motion. So I'm going to press on that arrow. And what I like to do is go to Custom, and then press Automatic. And what this will do is slow your footage down to the appropriate speed based on your original frame rate and your timeline frame rate. So for example, this clip was filmed at 60 frames per second, and my timeline is at 24 frames per second, so it automatically slowed it down 40%. And then I want the end of this clip to be, again, fast, so click on that arrow, go to fast, 8 times. And just like that, you have this speed ramp effect that you can start using in your videos and short films. Now, one thing you can play around with here is these little bars right here. So if you notice, we can drag these bars around. And essentially what this does is determine where the slow motion at full 40% actually starts. So if we drag this bar closer to the start, the full 40% will start earlier, and it'll have a much more drastic effect because it's quickly switching from the sped up footage to the slower part of the clip. And if we drag it further here, then this will create a lot more space for that speed ramp to happen, and it'll be a lot more gradual transition from fast to slow. I like keeping mine somewhere in the middle, so it just hits that sweet spot. But yeah, it's a super simple effect, but it's really powerful to add to your travel videos or other types of films that you're doing. As always, if this tutorial helped you out, be sure to drop a like below and comment what tutorial you want me to do next. I'll see you all next time.